Okay guys, so on my last video I showed you guys as far as what I use for soldering and how to get a good soldering joint, just some of the tools I use. This video I'm going to go ahead and show you using the Galway X3, since this is the one I've been tuning and flying a lot, how I not only check my pitch, but I also level my swash and trim the helicopter using just a pitch gauge. No taking apart the head after a rebuild, nothing. Just use your pitch gauge, and I'm going to show you how right now. So first, obviously, you're going to mount that on your blades. Power up my radio, I'm using the XG8. Okay, so radio's on. Next thing to do, obviously, is we're going to turn on our gauge. Now, a lot of guys turn on the gauge and they sit it on a flat surface and they hit their zero key to calibrate it. That's fine, you can do it that way, but me personally, what I do is I set it on top of the motor, because the motor should be always flush, and then I go ahead and I zero it out. So that way it's zero to what the helicopter sees as being zero. So from there, go ahead, mount your pitch gauge on. Then you go to power up your helicopter. When I always power up my helicopter, I make sure that it's in throttle hold. There we go. Flybarless system is initialized. Okay, so this is already done. So what I would do when I'm going from a setup, I would zero out my blades until I can get zero. As you can see, it's getting close, and give or take, it's at zero. So from there, I would move across to my rear blade to check across. So then that way you'll have your zero pitch. Now, here's how you would balance your swash, or level your swash rather. So you have center stick and you have your zero pitch at each blade. I'm going to use this main blade right here to track the head. So I'm going to turn, and then I line this link up with the link of the servo here. Now, if I don't have zero, then I know I need to go up or down on my link here. Because remember, with the blades perpendicular with the boom, you have your 0 degrees of pitch, so your blades are tracked. You go here, if it's off, then you know your helicopter, if it's too low, your helicopter may drift to the left. If it's too high, it's going to drift to the right. And if you have it too high, if the swash is going to be too high, it's going to drift to the left. So I adjust here till I get zero, and so on and so forth. Then I go to this link, and then I rotate the blades front to side to side, and then you go to that link as well. If you get pitch, then you know you either need to come down or you need to come up, depending on which way the helicopter is rotating. And that is how I level my swash using just the pitch gauge. From there, I also measure my throws. So my pitch gauge set to 0, blades centered already. You give your throws, left, right, forward, back. You want to make sure you're getting the exact same numbers. Now, you've already did everything mechanical within your system. You have no sub-trims in your radio. So from there, what you want to do is what I do is I shorten my throws each way, or lengthen them each way, till I get the same positive and negative throw on the control surface that I'm tuning. So if I'm doing elevator, let's say on this one I'm running 9, I want plus and minus 9. So I'll go through my menu and I'll shorten up my throws or lengthen my throws so that I can get that. And that's it, guys. That's how I bounce my helicopter. That's how I've been balancing all my helicopters for the past year, and I haven't had an issue. Pick it up into a hover, and it hovers hands off. Tracks great in certain maneuvers. Tracks great while it's flying. And the only time I redo it is after a crash if I break a servo. Case in point, My Goblin went in, I bent the servo arm, I just redid everything else to check it. And yeah, it takes a while. It takes maybe about 45 minutes to do it. Once you get good, it'll take you about 30, 25 at the most. And there you go. Nice, even keeled helicopter. Very neutral, very predictable. So hope this helps you out. Any questions, just stick it down in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.